Oh my, oh my, oh my. So, do y'all have any does anybody have any quick silly news or anything like that? Silly things that they've heard of? Something to lighten up the
Well, I got a little story maybe. For my first question for the day is, does everybody have enough toilet paper?
Really?
Oh, can we all do that?
Enough?
That's a valid question right now.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
On a normal everyday day, well, in January you could ask that question and everybody had gone,
What are you talking
"Oh,
about?
yeah, sure," but now it's a valid question. So does everybody have toilet paper?
I have an extra 24 pack. Yep.
I have a
I'm good.
question on that. I haven't been to the store in 2 weeks. Are we still low on that kind of stuff?
They have you here at least. You can only get one package.
But are there some there?
Per
Are there
person.
some on the shelves?
No, it's not on the shelves. What they do is they're like bringing it on a pallet, and there's like, at least here in the Walmart that I'm at, and there are 3 managers guarding it
It's
and
gold.
handing out who gets, and one guy took 2 packages and they said, no, sir, you got to put 1 pack. So they're really guarding it. Like
Who
it's
would have
gold.
thought that toilet paper would be the gold of
Yeah.
the day, the gold currency of the day, right?
Well, you know why that is.
We're the
Sears and
toilet paper
Roebuck is no more, and they don't have their catalog.
Only people as old as we are would know what that means. So, Sherry, do you have enough toilet paper?
I'm not saying, because I tell you, these fellers down here, they were in fist fights at the Walmart over toilet paper. They had to move the toilet paper to the back, and you ask for it, and they bring you, and that's it.
Yeah.
And they won't even tell where it is in the back. They're serious around here about toilet paper. I'm going like,
Well,
what?
they are serious everywhere, not only in the United States. They are serious everywhere about toilet paper right now, and it's as a matter of fact, we knew this was happening. There was something at the very beginning, very beginning, when they were starting to make everything public, that some governor or senator or somebody had made a joke about it, and then it happened, that you better stock up on your toilet paper, and then it really happened. Everybody thought it was a joke, and our Walmart, the paper aisle, where you're not only toilet paper but paper towels, have been out for I think about a month now. Mm-hmm. And so we're getting close, though we have multiple packs of Kleenex, multiple packs of paper towels, and all of that.
And you know what else?
Actually,
big boxes of napkins.
Yeah, we have napkins. But Adina called our local Walmart last night, and what they said is that pretty much every night they get a shipment of toilet paper in, and you can be there. Now, our Walmart is normally a 24/7 Walmart, but of course now most of them open at 7 a.m. and close at 8:30 p.m. And so they said, it comes in overnight, but, if you really want to be sure you're going to get some, you better be here at 7 o'clock in the morning. Well, I forgot to set my alarm last night. I told Adina, all right, I'll get up and go down there early. And I woke up, at 5 minutes after 7, got up, got dressed. Went down there, had trouble because my trailer was hooked up to the car. They didn't want to pull it, so I had to unhook my trailer. Anyway, I got there at 7:40, and they said there's one guy in the aisle. They have the aisle blocked, so you can't get in the aisle. And then there's a Walmart guy back there and a Charlotte, North Carolina police officer with about the most serious face that there is. So Mark Smith, there ain't no joking around here. I didn't even attempt to joke, with this guy, the way he was looking, And so I asked, they had, they had a couple of boxes there, but really only one of the cheap, great value Walmart, toilet paper there. And
paper.
I asked, so only one? He said, yep, only one. And I said, okay, give me the one. And so, I got one. But I mean, literally, if I'd have been there maybe 5-10 minutes later, I wouldn't have got it. So
I think this is interesting because when I was 15 years old, we went to Spain, and my grandmother would take the roll of toilet paper. Now, remember, she lived during the Depression and the war and everything that was going on in Spain and World War II, which Spain wasn't involved in. But anyway, she would take and put 2 squares, and she had a little box. You had 2 squares, 2 squares, 2 squares, 2 squares, 2 squares. I mean, she would take the toilet paper and cut it into 2 squares. You got only 2 squares because next to that toilet was what they call a debay. And she would hand you a towel and she would say, after you're done, you clean yourself and you pat yourself dry and then you're done. There was only 2 squares. That's it. And this was back in the 1980s. And our grandparents, they knew how to, because you watch, I've seen my granddaughter, she'll go have a wad like this big and not, today.
We're getting real close to TMI here, but go ahead.
But it's 2 squares. But what I was trying to say is in different countries, like even in the Philippines, when you go there, they hand you a towel that's so big, like a little hand towel, and says, this is what you use, and you clean it every time you're done and let it hang dry.
Yeah.
So, and that's how it was done before toilet paper really even existed.
Yeah. I spent a lot
back
of
to
time
that.
in the Philippines. I'm familiar with that.
Yeah.
Well, I can teach everybody how to only use 1 square, but I don't think we're going to do that today.
Thank you, Mark.
But it's something my dad actually taught me when I was a little boy. It says, there may be a day when we may be short on toilet paper. So here's how you only use 1 square. And so, anyway.
Yeah, and it's amazing that now the newspapers are pretty much gone. Most newspapers you can't find anymore. It's all on the computer. So
how was that for your news story there? Would that fit the bill?
That works, Mark. Thank you. Thank you. I'm interested. Terry, you're in the chat room. Have you guys been to the store? Is it that way in Amarillo? Are we still rationed? Maybe maybe you don't know. Anyway, yeah.
Terry, you're still muted. So
no, Terry, as in Terry. Terry in the chat room.
She put on here. She says, "I remember using the Sears and Roebuck catalog in the outhouse."
Well, my mom talks about that. So absolutely. So anyway.
Speaking of outhouses, did you know that there used to be 3- and 4-seater outhouses?
Yes.
In some places, and I've actually seen one behind a house one time that is old and wore out, but it's the real thing, not just a made up one. It was a real thing.
That's the family edition.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
We are richly blessed to bring you what we believe is the fullest, most diverse, yet up-to-date progressive teachings, discussion, and prayer programming you can find anywhere on this planet. Be sure to take the tour of the MessianicLambRadio.com website. I'm Susan Hoogie, thanking you for joining us on the Messianic Lamb Video Network.